Hi, my name is Evelyn. I'm going to be presenting my cultural artifact to you guys today. I'm going to start off by asking you guys a question. We all have something we hold dearly to us, correct? Something very special and that's meaningful to us. Well, to me it's my roots, where I come from, the culture of where I come from, and specifically my language. I love to speak Spanish. My cultural artifact, as you guys can see, is a medallion. This medallion is a medallion given by the state of California to students who are bilingual but also biliterate. It doesn't necessarily have to be Spanish. There's people who get it for speaking Chinese, French, and any other language that your school would offer. I got this with 60 other students on the day of my graduation. I believe majority of us were all Spanish-speaking students. Another 20 maybe might have been Chinese speakers and French speakers. Going back to my culture, I believe all generations should know their culture and traditions, and specifically their native language. I will be talking about what this represents, what it is, what Latin culture is, and why I feel identified now. What it represents is my knowledge that I can speak Spanish and English and write both of them, read both of them. Now going back to what it is. Oh no, my bad. what it represents. It represents that we live in a diverse country because I'm awarded for a second language, like for knowledge of a second language. It was first given to the class of 2012. Now I will be speaking about what Latin culture is. Latin culture means many different things throughout Latin America, but mainly it is the language and the music and the religion of it. The most important to me, as I said before, is the language, because it allows you to communicate with others that have the same beliefs, roots, and other traditions, to help feel identified. Part of the Latin culture is strongly to enforce the culture itself, but as I said before, it varies depending from where you're at, and the way my family looks at the culture, it's my parents often enforce Spanish, and not just to me, but it's more like a family thing, where if you're at one of our houses, you have to speak Spanish. Like, it's not a choice, you have to speak Spanish. Everybody has to understand what you're saying, because it's considered rude to talk in English and if somebody else isn't gonna understand you. And even when I'm just at home and it's just me and my mom, she never allows me to speak in English to her, and it's kind of ironic because she is in school for English, so she needs to perfect her English, and even then I can't talk English to her. I have to speak in Spanish. I think it's pretty cool that even though I'm American, I can bring out my roots through my second language, and that other people can do it with the common language of Latin America, because it's not just Spanish. There's a lot of dialects that I wish I knew, but it's only Spanish that I know. Not only do I speak it at home, but I like to communicate with others. Like here in school, if I know somebody who speaks Spanish, I like to communicate with them in Spanish as well. It's not something that I necessarily just see as it being enforced at home. And another thing that I like is about knowing Spanish is that whenever I'm around family members, it's nice to know about my culture and like stories behind it in Spanish, not in English, as to things might change. And as I conclude, I would like to encourage you all to learn more about your cultures, your languages, and help bring that out here in America, because we live in a diverse country where every culture gets lost. And we also get caught up in the American culture itself. So we kind of just forget about where we really are at. So find out more about your cultures and make them stand out here in America. Thank you.